Now, the only other question, I don't have a name for it. I couldn't find it. I was trying to look earlier. They wanted to know about the Rock Nest Monsters matches with, or specifically a match. I don't know if you remember which one. Brian Kendrick and Paul London, and if it stood out to you in any way.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I I have no I have nothing but good things to say about Paul. I don't really know Brian. I've never really worked with him, but a lot of my friends have, through WPW and other parts of Southern California. But I was a huge, huge, huge Spanky and Paul London fan. And then when I started going to UPW, they were on like Velocity a lot, and then I started buying ROH stuff and finding their early matches against each other. I found like some Texas stuff of them. So like I just idolized these guys as junior heavyweights and dudes that were like in UPW and stuff. Like that was cool to me, that they came through there a little bit. So yeah, like it was like a dream match for me to wrestle them with Kevin, my best friend, like absolute dream match. And it was just the shits. It just sucked. It was
Really?
not good. Yeah, it was not good. I mean, and it wasn't good to me. The crowd was it was weird. Like the Mach 1 crowd was an Orange County crowd, and this show was in San Diego, and it was still sold out despite being an hour and a half away from our regular spot. It was around Comic Con weekend. The main event was Shelton Benjamin versus Scorpio Sky. That was Shelton's first indie like ever.
Oh wow.
I remember his exact quote. He was standing outside and he went, "Where are the guardrails?" And all of us just started dying laughing because sometimes you forget not everybody was did independent shows. I mean, he
Yeah.
went from being a collegiate standout right to OVW, and then from OVW to TV. Like he never had to do this. He was, he just took a different path. So that was really funny to me. But so we wrestled Lennon and Kendrick, and it we had talked out a pretty exciting match, one I was really excited about. We kept a lot of stuff loose because we knew the crowd had been really hot already. So we're like, all right, we'll, kind of just listen to the people, see what happens. And we get out there, and like Lennon and Kendrick are over as shit when they come out, as they should be, you
Mhm.
know, cruiserweight legends, teaming, awesome. People were stoked. And then we come out, and we were the tag champs from Aqua at the time, and the place went nuts. And that's not me, kissing my own ass, tooting my own horn. We just were popular there at the time, incredibly popular. And they're behind us. People are behind us. They're chanting for us. And I turn around, and all of a sudden I just get hit from behind. And I was like, oh, what's going on here? And Paul just went, we're going right to the heat. You guys are way too over. And I was like, oh, like it broke my heart. I wanted to do a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to put it is me being a mark. I wanted to do a bunch of cool stuff with the wrestlers that I had idolized doing cool stuff. We had cool plans. I thought it was going to be exciting. I thought it was going to be a match I could send everywhere to get bookings, and it just wasn't that. It just turned
Ah,
into, you know, just babyface fire from underneath for kind of what felt like forever, only because I think I was let down in that moment. But like at no point did we lose the crowd. The crowd was into every bit of it. I still made the hot tag to, Kevin. He whooped them. Bop, bop, bop. We did some really cool stuff at the end. It's just like I selfishly I was not only was I upset I didn't get my chance to shine and show that I could keep up with them. Everyone always knew Kevin was, the better technical wrestler by far. That's just how our whole career has been. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It's just the facts. Kevin is amazing in the ring. He always has been. But this was my chance to show that, hey, I can hang too. I'm not just the guy that gets beat up and tags out to the better wrestler. I can hang too. I can do cool stuff. And I'm going to show everyone that with two of the best damn wrestlers on the planet. And I didn't get to. And I was crushed. I was like I was only 3 years into the business. So that was really tough for me to like, meet my heroes and then feel like I did something to not deserve to get the most out of that. You know what I mean? And I took it personally for a long time, but like Paul has never been anything but good to me. He's always been so helpful. I love being on shows with him. He's super cool. He's cool to talk other stuff with, not just wrestling. It's just I mean, it was just one of those nights. The match, I'd hyped it up so big in my head, and it wasn't what I had already put in my head. And so it's as much on me as it is on that damn crowd for cheering for me so much.
Definitely unfortunate, but I guess that's one of the things that you learn in wrestling. Sometimes things just don't go how you envision, even if maybe it would have been better if it was. Or but then again, you said the crowd was so hot for it, so who knows? Maybe it wouldn't have been.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, like, I mean, at the end of the night, the promoter was super happy, the fans were happy that we beat them in a pretty exciting fashion. The end was still pretty hot. It was just, yeah, it was just one of those things where it just wasn't what I thought it would be. And I think had I maybe been a few more years in, I wouldn't have let it get to me so much. I would have just known, to just take every match as an opportunity for something great to happen, but not create something great in my head before it even happens. Like, just, it basically taught me not to count my chickens before they hatch with anybody and everybody. People I know, people I don't know, people I idolize, people I don't even like. It just taught me, just like, hey, just get in there and get through it, and then you'll know.
Great learning experience. And just as a plug for the channel, guys, if you're listening to this, we do have 2 full interviews up with Brian Kendrick on the channel already. A third one is in the works. I'm not sure when that'll be. So, but be sure to stay tuned for it. Check out the clips. Highly entertaining. The second one, especially, I really, really enjoyed. I enjoyed both, but the second one I thought was even better. So check those out.